Hi guys, I'm back. Okay, so here's what's been cracking. I have done nothing to her or those cheap wings. I cleaned up her eyes a little bit because I used the heat gun, and then used I used this tool to clean out the glue gunk in her eyes so she doesn't look like she's got eye boogers anymore. So now I'm gonna do some black makeup around her eyes. So excuse me while I scooch in. And I'm gonna get my thin fine line brush that I just had. There it is. This brush. Wet it. Oh shoot. I had to throw away my paper towel, so I gotta get a fresh patch of paper towel. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like a lot, but it's really not. I keep it underneath my work surface so that my stuff has a cushion. There, just like that. And that way when I wet my brush, I can wipe it on my towel, you know, that kind of thing. Now I'm just dipping into black paint. A very little bit of black paint. And I keep having to pull my glasses down, and I know some of you might be saying, why don't you get some of those magnifying glasses like these? Well, how fabulous do these look? And I gotta tell you, these don't really help all that much. You'd think they would, but not really. Sorry, I'm trying to talk and do this at the same time. I want it to be a little bit messy, and I'm going to show you how I achieve that as soon as I get the first coat on, because I don't want to get it on the glass eye. Not that it can't be cleaned off, because it can. See, the problem with these is that when I go to dip, I can't see where I'm dipping, so I have to... Plus, I look ridiculous. Oh, that's why I don't wear those. Even when I'm all by myself, I don't wear those. Because, oh, my word. Yeah, I don't need any help looking doofy. I could do that all by myself. Okay, so I'm just painting like the inside of the eyelid and around the eye. I'm going to see if I can do a cat eye on this little girl. I don't know. You know, that's one of those things that either you look at it and you say, oh yeah, or you look at it and you say, oh dear. I don't know. I kind of like it. What do you think? We're going to go for it for now. And see how if the other eye doesn't match, then I know we ain't gonna go for it. Because I'm not gonna kill myself trying to get this done. If you hear noises in the other room, my husband just went to bed, and he was watching that movie, True Lies, with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis. We love that movie. Love it. Well, so today we went to the grocery store to get the rest of the stuff for Thanksgiving dinner. Y'all, I just about needed bail money. It was bad. Some lady in line behind me, and she was an older lady, well, older than me anyway, and I respect my elders, and that's just about the only thing that saved her. I'm standing in line, and my husband's in front of me unloading the buggy onto the, or cart, whatever you say, from whatever part of the country you're from. He was unloading the groceries onto the belt. And, yeah, this lady decided she wanted to stand right up on my ass. And I don't mean she was, you know, standing away. No. Had I went even just like this, I would have elbowed her in the face. She was that close. I could feel her breath on my neck. That's how close she was. And I didn't deal well with it. Got up to the register and I was aggravated, and I said to the cashier, I don't know how you guys work with these crowds. A bunch of ignorant people. And she just kind of laughed, and my husband said, oh, what was it that he said? Oh, what, you don't like you don't like people standing on top of you like that? And I said, well, no, I don't mind. I've had kids with you, but she should at least buy me dinner first. Cashier cracked up, and the old lady got mad at me and started huffing and puffing. And I looked at her, and my husband said, we got to go. Let's go. Because we had paid, and she had handed me the change. And my husband's got his hand on my back, and he's going, all right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Shit was about to get real. Oh, I can't stand that kind of stuff. Cannot stand it. You jumping up my butt is not going to make me move any quicker. I guarantee it. Okay. Here we go. What do you think? I think it looks pretty good. A little lopsided. I don't care. All right. So, I am going to kind of go a little bit thicker. And then I'm going to take my finger, and I'm really going to just, like, you know, you woke up with your makeup on, and it's been on for a couple days, and I got it way too thick. So now I'm going to have to clean that up, because that's a little bit too much. I don't want it, you know, she's not a raccoon. I just want it smeared a little, is all. You know the look I'm going for. You know what it looks like. Everybody has slept in their makeup at one time or another. Yeah. Like that, but not like that. That's a little bit too much. Woof. All right, I'm going to take... Whoa, I almost dropped a glass jar full of Q-tips. That would have been ugly. I'm going to take just a Q-tip. Dip it in my water. Blot it on my towel. And just, first of all, blend in where you could see my fingerprints. You don't want to see fingerprints. And I'm also going to, like, dab over the cat eye effect so that it's not so crisp. Because, you know, we want it to be a little bit worn, not so, quite so perfect. Okay, here's where we're at. What do you think? I think it looks pretty good. And I'm going to try on a pair of these eyelashes that I have. I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see. All right. So, I think that's pretty good for her for right now. So I'm going to set her off to the side. Actually, I want to set her somewhere way out of the way. I'll set her over there. Move them stupid wings. Move the hair. Oh. Okay. This beauty pageant crap. This is just ridiculous. I mean, this is... I would be embarrassed to sell this as cheaply as it looks. There we go. That's going in the garbage. I ain't even saving it. And I save everything. Okay. Our little girl fell from heaven. So we know this dress is not going to be this pretty if she fell from heaven. Right? Right? Stands to reason. So we're going to take our spray. And I'm going to actually hold it back this way because I don't want to spray my phone. So can you see? I know the light is shining on it. I'm sorry. But I gotta have some light. And if you just slightly pull the plunger thingy, see how you get the drippies? Okay. Layer 1. And again, I got it all over myself. Wipey, wipey. Okay. I'm going to move this, clean that brush and dry it off. And I'm looking for a big brush. And y'all, I am already in my pajamas, so excuse me. I didn't care. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning here. And I'm tired. So it is what it is. All right, big old brush. It's a number 8. It's actually, I think it's a filbert, but whatever. It's a big brush. Dipping into, and I didn't choose it based on the on the shape. I just picked a big brush. So, you know, there's no need to say, well, I have to go get one of those. No, not really. You could even use your fingers for this, but I'd put gloves on first. All right, I dipped into my slow dry blending gel medium and really worked it into the brush. And I'm dipping into brown, and I'm working that into the slow dry blending gel. So this is what we have on the brush. And you know the drill. We're just going to kind of work it in. And get that going pretty good. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to dip into my slow dry blending gel medium. I'm going to work that in, and I'm going to dip into the gray. Get that worked in pretty good. It is so windy outside. Yesterday we broke a record, 70-degree weather in November. Amazing. Today there's snow outside. Not even kidding. There's snow outside. Okay, so I got gray on the same dirty brush. And I'm just gonna go at it. I just want this thing dirtied up a little bit. My thinking is that she got good and dirty when she fell. And came into contact with all kinds of, you know, ickies. Alright. I dipped a little into the brown and then a little into that flesh color. And I'm just going to kind of smear around up here a little bit. I wish the dress wasn't so cutesy. But I don't really want to, you know, rip everything apart and sew stuff and all of that. This is what we've got working so far. Now I'm going to do the back. I'm going to try to keep it out of the camera so that, I mean, in the camera so you can see, but not like that. Work with me. Ugh. All right, I'm going to pick up a little bit of the blood color because why not? Oh, you know what? That's a bad idea to put that on the butt of the dress, if you know what I mean. So we'll put it on the side. It's actually coming off more black than bloody. See? Which is fine. All right, more slow dry blending gel medium, just because see how much paint I still have left on this brush? That slow dry blending gel medium will let it move around a little bit on the dress. And I actually do want to get on the back of the dress, you know, Angel Fresh to Earth might not know what's going on and find a park bench to sit on and or a gutter to sit in. You know, kill some time till she can get an audience with the big guy. That's I don't know. I don't know. That's my supposition anyway. Man, a little touch of the green. Ooh, I got a lot of that green. I didn't mean to get that much. All right, I got some green. And I got brown. I got a lot of green. That's a lot of green, guys. Oof. That's okay. That's all right. Because we can dip into that slow dry blending gel medium and swoosh it around and lighten it up a little bit. See? Okay. Now for the rest of this, I'll have to do off camera. After this set dries, I will have to, I'm going to do like a coffee stain. I'm just going to dip like the bottom part into a coffee stain. So, oh, her pants. You almost let me forget to do her pants. Thanks, guys. I see how we are. All right. The little pants. It's got a front and back, I guess, kind of. It does, kind of. Okay. This looks like the back. So, same deal. Slow dry blending gel. Touch of brown on it. And just, and like I said before, when you're smearing brown on the back of somebody's pants, you have to be a little careful. So I'm going to dip back into the slow dry blending gel. I mean, a little bit of gray. And we're going to kind of tone down that brown a little bit so it don't look like she pooped herself. Because that's not what we want. We just want dirt. We don't want poop. I don't think angels even do that, do they? I'd be pissed if I, oh, excuse me, I'd be mad if I found out after all that I still have to use the bathroom and all that. I mean, there's just things that you kind of expect, you know? Okay, here's my trick. Got the paint on, got some paint on. I'm dipping it into my water bucket. And I'm gonna swoosh it around. And I'm doing this with it in the water. And I will pull it out and wring it out. I'll squeeze it out. I ain't wringing nothing. I'm squeezing it. And doesn't look like any of the paint stayed. Usually you at least get a little bit of paint that stays. What kind of crap is that? I need all my clothes made out of this material. Seriously. Let's do a little bit of that. Just little light squirts. Okay, we got that. Let's do, what is this? Olive green. Why not? It's not alcohol ink, it's just ink, but it still works. And all I got to do is go right over the brown. Boop. 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 Take my brush and go boop, 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 boop. I'm going to be like Bob Ross. It's important to make the sound effects. How much do you guys love Bob Ross? Me and I love Bob Ross. He was my first genuine art teacher. I used to sit at home, and when my mom's soaps weren't on, because she used to work, she used to watch all the soaps. She used to watch all the soaps, and in between her soaps, I would watch Bob Ross. And love Bob Ross. To this day, I love Bob Ross. I have seen every episode. I have painted a lot of the pictures. And I just flippin' think he's fantastic. Sad to hear of his passing. But I really did enjoy that. That was, I mean, you know, growing up, we couldn't afford to buy oil paints and canvases and brushes and all the stuff, you know, that you needed. Okay, so here's the pants. I think they look pretty good. We're going to leave them just like that. But growing up, we couldn't afford to buy all of that stuff. So when I got older and I got married, had a little, you know, Michael's would have a sale. I'd buy a piece here. I'd buy a piece there. And eventually, I got the full set. And I did my first painting. And I absolutely fell in love. Absolutely fell in love. I loved every minute of it. And I still love every minute of it. I think that that is one of the greatest things, like, ever. Okay, I have another spray bottle here. I don't know what's in it. I gotta take a sniff. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna dump it out. I have paper towels in my trash. So whenever I have to dump out fluids, it's fine because the paper towels soak it up. I'm going to make some alcohol ink because we're going to tint her hair blue. I have the 91% isopropyl. The higher the percentage, the better. If you can find 99%, it's even better. It means it's going to dry super fast and it's not going to go wonky. Now, when I buy my alcohol and it's got that nifty flip top, instead of peeling back all of that protective layer, just poke a tiny little hole in it like that. That way, when you go to pour it, it's not going glug, 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 glug. You get just a smaller stream pouring. Because often you're going to find yourself pouring into things like this or things like this. So, you just want to be careful. And, you know, this stuff is very strong smelling. So, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Work in a well-ventilated area. And I'm going to fill this up because we're going to make blue. Okay, good enough. That's how much I filled it. Put that away. What color blue? Let's see, I have that blue. I'm thinking I'm going to go with that blue because I like that blue. I have green. No. Teal. No, I think I like this blue. This one is one that does not have the dropper. So I just got to pour it. And I always make a mess. So let's see. Okay, let's try that. Let's see what we come up with. Isn't it really cool when it pours in there? I mean, isn't that cool? I think so. I'm easily amused though, so. You know, take it from the source. Consider the source. All right, I'm going to prime the pump. All right, we have a kind of a pastel-y blue. Let's see what we get when we do her. Now it's going to dry lighter, so we may have to go in a couple times. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. You can laugh at me if you want, but kind of liking it. And then again, this is going to have to dry. And then once it dries, you know, we'll come back, we'll do another coat and all that. So what do you think? I like it. I'm going to leave that sit to there. Okay. Wish I could use this in my own hair. It sure would be nice. I've got the colored hair dyes, but I gotta bleach my hair first. I hate that part. I really hate that part. Oh, my daughter will be here. One of my daughters will be here for Thanksgiving. Maybe I can get her to do it for me. That would be nice if she would. Okay. Not too bad. Though I think I might add the rest of the blue to the bottle for the next one. We're going to see how this dries, and we'll go from there. But I didn't get hardly any of that blue on my hands. Not bad. I got that brown everywhere. But, you know, I'm okay with that. I'm so used to having crap on me. Paint on my fingers, go out the door not paying attention that I had it on my nail and didn't see it, didn't notice it. So, you know, that's me. And I learned today that I probably should do like the majority of my shopping from home. Because, man, the grocery store was ridiculous. They were sold out of everything. And, you know, it's Saturday. Stock your shelves. You know Thanksgiving is Thursday. Stock your shelves. That's ridiculous. Am I the only one that feels that way? That makes me a little bit angry. Chicken. I could not find a whole chicken. Could not find one. They had none. And then when I asked the young man who was standing there chatting in the meat department, I said, do you have any whole chickens? Excuse me, I'm shutting that off so that I can sit more comfortably. There. When I asked the young man, do you have any whole chickens? His response was, I don't think so. You know, why don't you get some of these? These are on sale. And I said, but I don't want breasts. They're expensive. I want a whole chicken. But it's the same thing. I mean, it all cooks the same. Okay. But those breasts are like $12. I want a $4 whole chicken. Oh. And it was that way no matter what department we were in. It was ridiculous. People were rude, obnoxious. You know, I'm the type of person, if I bump into you, I say, oh, I'm so sorry, excuse me. If I'm trying to get around you, I say, excuse me. If I see you're standing in the aisle looking at something and I have to get by you to go between you and the aisle, I will say, I'm sorry, excuse me, and walk past. What happened to manners? My goodness. Sorry. Rant over. But anyway, I am going tomorrow. I'm going tomorrow to Michael's to see if I can find a Santa Claus doll. If I can find the Santa Claus doll, we may be shelving the Fallen Angel until I get the Krampus doll done, because I have to get a Krampus doll done for a wonderful friend of mine. So cross your fingers for me that I can find that doll. I cannot find a Santa Claus doll anywhere. I have one of my own that I don't really want to work on because it's got sentimental value. But if I can't find it anywhere, what am I going to do? You know? And it would be cost prohibitive to take a standard doll and turn it into a Santa Claus, well, Krampus doll, because there's all that fabric and it's the rich velvety fabrics, you know. So it'd be so good if I could find one at Michael's. Cross your fingers for me, please, please. Okay, I'm done for the evening. thank you so very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. I'll be back tomorrow, and we will take a look at the dress because I'm going to go dunk it in some stuff. And we'll darken the hair up again tomorrow. And we might work on them cheap wings and see what we can come up with, because they're cheap. I feel bad even attaching them to this doll. But I got to be careful because I can't add anything too heavy or they won't hold up. So, you know, what are you going to do? I need to do something with that doll right there. That's one that fought me. I hate it. Okay. Have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. Enjoy your evening, day, whatever. Make it productive. Try to stay away from stupid people. If you enjoyed yourself, or if you want to see more, click subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment if there's something you want to see in particular. I will be happy to oblige. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.